Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History. Today's matchup is between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks at Bank One Ballpark. On the mound for the Braves today is Ken Carlyle, whose record is 4-7 with a 5.58 ERA. And pitching for the D-backs is Brian Anderson, whose record is 6-2 with a 4.28 ERA. Okay, we have now won 3 in a row and also the first 2 games of the Braves series. So we feel pretty good about ourselves, especially after an 8-1 win yesterday where everything pretty much went well for us. We're at home. We should be winning these ball games. Something to feel good about anyway as we approach the end of the month of August. We'll have the September call-up at the end of the month. And, of course, we'll do our end-of-the-month summary where we take a look at the standings and the league leaders, and we'll project who we'll bring up for the September call-ups. Now, before we get started with today's game, I just want to take a moment because it's a kind of an important thing, I think. This is Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming's 2000th video! I need to find something else to do with my life. I now am on the same tier as like 12-year-old girls, putting out Minecraft videos. I feel very good about that, though. This has been a lot of fun for me. I guess we have had some ups and downs with some of our seasons. And it's always been a good time opening up sports cards. I haven't done that as much lately as I try to narrow my time on electronic devices and spend more time outdoors. But the winter is coming, and that's when things kind of give me a little more opportunity to do some sports card videos, and so I hope that's some more good stuff coming up. And, of course, we always give away prizes, so we'll have one more prize giveaway during Game 162, so stay tuned for that. So thanks to everyone out there. It would just take so long to do each individual person, but for those of you that have been here since the very beginning 5 years ago, thank you so much. And even if you just joined yesterday, or someone joined today, I'm not sure who that was, but thank you for joining, and everyone in between. It's been a lot of fun, and I don't see myself slowing down. We're going to keep doing this until, until the world explodes, which might not be too far away. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's ball game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Hit the hype button if you can. I mean, I have never seen one. Freddie sent me a photograph of what the hype button looks like. I have never been offered that opportunity to hype somebody else up. I would if I could, but if you can, give me a little hype. That'd be nice of you. We do have Brian Anderson on the mound. He is coming off one of his worst starts of the year. He only needs 3 1/3 innings to hit the century mark, which has got to be some sort of an accomplishment. Everybody in the bullpen is good to go. And we have all of our best guys in there today. Everyone's rested. And the lineup looks strong against Ken Carlyle, who's a right-hander. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Atlanta Braves. Batting leadoff in center field, is Mike Warner. Batting second at shortstop is Barry Larkin. Batting third and catching is Javy LOPEZ. Batting cleanup at first base is Andres Galarraga. Batting fifth in left field is Ryan KLESKO. Batting sixth at second base is Bret Boone. Batting seventh in right field is Gerald Williams. Batting eighth at third base is Ozzie, and batting ninth is the pitcher Ken Carlyle. Okay, Brian Anderson making a career-high 19th start. He is 6-2 with a 4.28 ERA, 60 strikeouts in 96 2/3 innings, and opponents are batting .285 against him. Fastball topping out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 47.8%. The game thinks he has 4 pitches, only one that's any good. That's the fastball. Rated an 85, overall rated a 77. The 26-year-old left-hander is a free agent after next year. Look at his log. Oh, my Atlanta. He has a terrible performance against Colorado. 2 1/3, gave up 3 runs and 5 hits. He walked 3, which is something that he actually never does, is walk batters. That's kind of his thing. And he didn't strike out anyone. So I feel like that game was the get-right game for Baseball Mogul, and I'm hoping he'll have a much better, even performance today. Let's take a look at our defense. Well, like as I mentioned, all the regular guys are in there. So Dmitri Young in left field, that's certainly a problem. The infield looks solid, and behind home plate is Rodriguez. I was going to give him the day off today, but he had a 4-hit performance yesterday, and we want to see if we can't keep things going here. Maybe we'll give Rodriguez a day off tomorrow, or maybe the first day on the road, our next road trip. Okay, Brian Anderson leading it off. Brian Anderson facing Mike Warner to lead it off. Here we go. Full count. So the full count pop up, and I thought, oh, he's going to walk the first batter as Warner flies out to center field. You got a 206 batting leadoff hitter. That's not great. 1 down. Here's Barry Larkin with a base hit in front of Young, and he's going to get a double out of it. A hustle double for Barry Larkin, his 30th of the year. He must have been injured in 97. He only had 73 games played, batted .317. Without looking it up, I would have to say he probably was injured, right? Full count to Lopez, who strikes out. Good job. Anderson coming back and getting Javy Lopez for the second out. Will the game automatically walk Galarraga to get to KLESKO? KLESKO maybe the best hitter on the team, but that sort of makes sense. Let's see what happens. No, 1-1, Galarraga. Infield single, fantastic. First and third. And we're going to get that matchup. Now, KLESKO bats .234 versus lefties, but he does have a career home run against Brian Anderson. Full count. And he gets him to pop it up to Walker. Walker making the pitch. We get out of the jam, go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Diamondbacks. Batting leadoff in center field is Rob Ryan. Batting second and catching is Pudge Rodriguez. Batting third and right field is Bobby Higginson. Batting cleanup at third base is Matt Williams. Batting fifth at shortstop is Tony Batista. Batting sixth at first base is Travis Lee. Batting seventh in left field is Dmitri Young. Batting eighth at second base is Todd Walker. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Brian Anderson. Okay, Ken Carlyle, he is a rookie, a 27-year-old rookie, making his 16th start, 4-7, with a .558 ERA. 40 strikeouts in 88 2/3 innings, and opponents are batting .285 against him. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. He does not have a single pitch above league average, although they're all in the same range, 75 to 77. That's not a bad way to be. Overall, somehow rated a 78. As I mentioned, the 27-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of the 2000 season. He is coming off a victory, although he gave up 6 runs to the Mets. He did go 7 innings, giving up 8 hits. So he gives up 6 runs on 8 hits and a couple of walks, 2 home runs, and somehow he only threw 97 pitches. It doesn't seem to make any sense. Okay, we'll take a look at the defense for the Braves. They really struggle at the corners of the infield, and their left fielder is KLESKO. He's below league average. Warner can't hit, but he does play great defense out there in center field. And the catcher for the third consecutive game is Lopez. Rob Ryan leading it off against Ken Carlyle. Ryan in a little bit of a struggle. Batting only .226 in his last 20 games. Grounds out to short. Pudge always coming through. Base hit into left field. He had 4 hits in yesterday's ballgame, but did not drive in a run. Do we want to hit and run here? You know what? Bobby's been hitting a little bit better lately. We're going to let him swing away. That's a good call. Double down the left field line. Can Rodriguez score from first? He does, and we're going to hold Bobby to a double. His 22nd double of the year. Look at all these extra base hits for this guy. And a 404 on base percentage. That is maybe most important. He will get a big contract at the end of the year. Matt Williams kind of lost a little bit of his juice, striking out for out number 2. He's batting .209 in his last 20 ball games. And back-to-back strikeouts will get Carlyle out of the jam. He does give up a run. We go to the top of the second. 1-0. Bret Boone leading it off with a ground ball to Walker. 1 out. Here's Gerald Williams. Williams, fly ball. That might actually fall in, will it? No, it's going to carry deep enough to be caught. 2 outs. Here is Ozzie again. Base hit up the middle. I think I've said this before, but now that we're at 2,000 videos, we're going to keep the infield back. I mean, I started this channel as a kind of a joke during COVID, something to keep my friends entertained. Making these videos, and I was watching a lot of people make the baseball card pack and opening video box opening videos. And I'm like, these people suck. I could definitely do better than this. Although my early videos were not any better than anyone else's. I think I found my groove just as Travis Lee grooves himself into second base. That is his 16th double, and I think he's on a roll here, right? Yeah, that's his 3rd game in a row in which he's had a double. And so I did not think at some point I'd have, 650 subscribers or 151,000 views or, it just sort of snowballed. And I, found ways to be creative, which is always nice. We're going to let him go to third. Oh, which is fine. A base hit would score him either way. Here's Todd Walker. There we go. He's going to score anyway. Good call on my part. 2-0. I guess we have to drop it like it's hot. So yeah, I mean, my favorite team is the Tigers, and we started off with that, and we even tried the Detroit Lions for a year, which was fun. And opening all the sports card videos, learning how to edit and add sound effects and graphics, and I've never done any of that stuff before, and I'm certainly not, going to win any special awards for that, as Rodriguez might have hit into a double play. Yep, he does. Oh no, there was 2 outs. My bad. We go to the top of the 3rd, 2-0. But I've learned a lot doing this, and I don't know. I've never been shy about public speaking or any of that kind of stuff. That's never bothered me, ever. So, I don't know. I guess maybe there's a part of me that is very proud of myself. And there's also a part of me that's like, shouldn't you be doing something better? I don't know. I don't know if that's true. But it's fun. As long as it's fun, I'll just keep doing it. We're going to pull the infield in. I know it's a little early to do that. I mean, maybe we should play back for a double play. You know what? That is what we're going to do. That's the right thing to do. We're just going to play regular depth for a double play. Warner's got really good speed. And then we could get a double play with Galarraga and the catcher at first. Or it could be a 3-run home run. 1-1. Well, popping up. Popping fresh. Popping lock. Just pop it out. 2 down. And now we got the lefty on lefty matchup. Anderson won the first time around. KLESKO with a 1-2 count will strike out looking. Nice. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's Bobby Higginson. He's 1 for 1 today. Ground ball to short. Larkin. Good defensive player. Gold Glove winner. Hall of Famer. And Matt Williams will walk. I will say this because I believe it to be true, and I'm not just being a homer. If Barry Larkin's in the Hall of Fame, Lou Whitaker's got to be in the Hall of Fame. I know they play different positions, but having said that, their career WAR is practically the same. Larkin's is better. But for a middle infielder, essentially from within a decade of each other, he should be in there. There's a wild pitch getting Williams to third. And an opportunity here to get a run in 3 consecutive innings. Lee got it! He yanks it into the right field bleachers. A 2-run home run. And it's 4-0 D-backs. That's Lee's 9th home run. Still 2 down. And Carlyle walks Dmitri. So today's not going to be Ken Carlisle's day, as Walker hits it back to Carlyle. We go to the top of the 4th. I think with 1 out, Anderson, we'll get to the century mark. Considering that he's been injured twice this year and missed a little over a month of starts, he hasn't got there yet, has he? Gives up a leadoff hit to Boone. Getting 100 innings is pretty good. There it is. Not a lot of fanfare. I think I said fanfare, but I think fanfare. All right, 2 down, and Carlyle gets hit. They hit the pitcher. That's always a very bad sign for things to come. Oh, I think it's going to be cut off by Batista. All right, 4 scoreless innings for Anderson, and he steps up to the plate. He's batting 148. It's not like he's not capable. He does Carlyle a favor. Watch him strike 3 go by. 1 out. Rob Ryan just missed that slider. He's up in the zone. He just could not get all of it. And Pudge scorches it to center, but unfortunately, near Warner. That's the first 1-2-3 inning in a while for our opponents. We had 8 runs scored yesterday and 8 runs scored in the first game. Okay, Larkin, Lopez, and Galarraga. Excuse me. That's 3 right-handers. That's going to be tough. 1-0 count. And Larkin will pop it up. From the University of Michigan, who got their butts beat by Oklahoma. Javy Lopez into the corner, and he does get a double out of it. His career high, 31st double. All right, there we go. Galarraga with 1 out, runner on second. Yep. Oh, that's going to carry. Oh, it will be caught, and Lopez will tag and go to third. Good job by our defense, and once again, it's lefty on lefty. Anderson has won the battle twice. And he's going to get him one more time. Pardon me while I grab a little drink of my Gatorade. Four-run lead. We'll let him come out and get one more inning in. Here's Bobby. Popping it up. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Higgy now 1 for 3 with an RBI. 1 out. Here's Matt Williams. He's walked today. Now he's got a base hit into left. Runner on first. Tony Batista, 0 for 2. Well, now he's got a couple strikeouts. And Travis Lee, 2 for 2. A double and a home run. And a base hit. He needs a triple for the cycle. That's exciting. All right. Here's the meat hook. First and second. 2 down. Batting .304 as a switch hitter versus righties. First pitch. Got it. That's a gapper. Lee should score from first. He does. A 2 RBI double for Dmitri Young. It is 6-0. These are the kind of games we covet, right? He's almost got 100 at-bats since we traded for him at the deadline. Not overly impressive, but he has been hitting the last couple games. Got some recency bias. And Walker will strike out. Top of the 6th. Only 71 pitches for Anderson. I think he's in that 90 to 100 range as far as he can go for pitches. So he could get a couple more innings if things go smoothly. There's Bret Boone. Liner to right. Higginson will make the play. Gerald Williams will take ball 4. Down 6. I mean, if he wants to steal, I guess, but doesn't really seem to make any sense to do that. Anderson strikes out Guillen, and they're going to have a pinch hitter. It's the first guy off the bench in the first 2 games, Gene Shaw. First baseman, not very good. Here we go. Full count. Oh, popping it up. I thought he crushed it. I expected him to crush it into the outfield grass where Walker will make the play. We've got a new pitcher. It is Alan Embry. He's pretty good. We will pinch hit here. Good job by Anderson. Obviously, the game was going to do that after he got clobbered the last time out. We'll pinch hit Jay Bell since this is his strength. .330 hitter versus lefties. He is 0 for 1 against Embry, though. 3-1. And he got it. Base hit. Maybe more. Oh, they're going for 3. Yes, Jay Bell with a triple. I hope he didn't take the triple away from Travis Lee. Okay, we're going to go on contact. Put the ball on the ground. Is that a line drive or a ground ball? I can't tell. A ground ball. Okay. 7-0. Give Ryan an RBI. Here's Pudge. There's a routine ground ball. Play made by Boone. And Bobby struggling versus lefties. Great job by Jay Bell. We're going to make a defensive replacement, but not with Jay Bell. We'll bring Gary Maddox in there to play left field. That'll give us a little bit of a boost. 7-0 lead. Things are sort of under control, right? So we'll bring in, I guess it's going to be Joel Peralta with a 7-run lead. It would be nice if he could get a couple of bats. I mean, a couple innings. And if he has to get in that bat, I'm okay with that. Yeah, because he would still be the number 9 spot. All right, here we go. Not really worried about Mike Warner and his .219 batting average versus righties. There's a ground ball up the middle, snagged by Batista for out number 1. Barry Larkin, ground ball also to Batista. And then Javy Lopez. There's a base hit in the center field. Remember, there were 2 Javy Lopez's. There was Javier Lopez, the pitcher for the Giants, relief pitcher. And then Javy Lopez, obviously, for the Braves. I don't think they were ever on the same team. I could be wrong about that. Good job by Peralta. Bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Matt Williams batting versus the lefty. Wouldn't mind a junk time home run. Nah, popping it up. Williams. 1 for 2 as he pops out. Make it 1 for 3. Here's Batista. He's had a bad day. Oh, there we go. Base hit, maybe 2. Batista with a double. Okay, we got Travis Lee at the plate. That's his 9th double. Travis Lee needs a triple for the cycle. Batting 111 versus lefties. Oh, he's got to get it down into that little coffin corner. 1-0. Oh, he got a base hit. Keep running to third. Oh, how does Batista not score on that? Williams has a great arm, doesn't he? That's right. Yeah, he's got a 92 arm. He's not scoring. Well, that's too bad. That would have been a very special thing to happen in video number 2001. Hit and run's not on. Ground ball to second. Can't turn a double play. Oh, Batista, what are you doing? Why would you not score? Oh, that's bullshit. I guess they're feeling sorry for the Braves or something. That's bullshit. Cost them an RBI. That's dumb. Okay, let's get another. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't get a hit or walk him to get to the pitcher. That's usually what the game does. Man, I feel like that's a momentum shifter. I know they're not going to score 8 runs, but I don't feel like I should have to put Peralta back out there, which was my plan. Let's get Danny Graves in there. Danny Graves, by the way, look at this. If you're still sticking around, take a look at his vitals. His nickname, the Baby-Faced Assassin. I didn't type that in. That was his actual nickname included by the game. I happened to just notice that. All right, here we go. 2-2. And a base hit. Damn it. I think that was going to happen no matter what. No matter whom I brought in, after Batista not scoring, there was really nothing we were going to do that was going to get that out. And then a hit batter. Maybe they will score 8. Oh, Williams strikes out. Ozzie's been quiet today. Not anymore. That'll get everybody in. They'll pinch hit for Embry. It's a Fabregas. And then Mike Warner. Yeah. Great job, Baseball Mogul. Just very competent gameplay. All right, Graves will come out. There was nothing we were going to be able to do to get a shutout today. Rudy Cianez will face Olmedo signs. He hits righties really well. Nope. Not really well, I guess. Rob Ryan. Nope. Okay, great. Well, let's take a look at this guy. That's pretty good. Walks a lot of guys. Pudge, full count. Striking out. Wow, that's ridiculous. Talk about a switch in momentum. Rudy Cianez just came in and struck out the sign. That's just crazy how one decision can change the whole game. Now, they're going to have to score 2 runs for sure right now. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just bring in our closer because he's good at giving up runs. I'm not joking. They are going to score 2 runs. It just doesn't matter who the pitcher is. It doesn't matter we have a full defense here. It's just the way the game is designed. There's the leadoff man is on. Javy Lopez with a home run. Nope, ground ball to short. Larkin will... Whoa! Double play. Okay, we're down to the final out. GALARRAGA got it. We still got to get one more, though. Maybe it's KLESKO? Not the ball. GALARRAGA hits a home run, makes it 7-3. And that's the ball game. Handshakes, butt slaps, slappy steaks. Number 2,000. Very good. That is a 7-3 victory. We'll take it. Let's take a look at the standings. Well, there's the American League for you. Boston now 2 up on New York. I'm sure that's going to stay close to the end. It always does. Shout out to Toronto. 5.5 back. Then we've got Kansas City 5 up on Cleveland. Seattle 6.5 up on Anaheim. That division is done. Take a look at the National League. I mean, we really can't gain any ground. We've won 4 in a row. We're still 14 back. We'll take a look at the wild card here in a minute. Houston 3 up. Pittsburgh and Atlanta's 4 up. On Montreal, who's won 7 in a row. And now they're 4 games back. Freddie's Mets have lost 10 in a row. Here's the wild card. We are 5.5 back in the wild card. I mean, we're getting ready to do the long road trip again, though, so that we'll lose any ground that we've gained. Okay, let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac baseball delivery. Expos. Well, we just talked about that. Ted Lilly. Let's look at his scouting. He's a rookie. He might win the Cy Young and the MVP. He's 16-3. A 2.56 ERA with 201 strikeouts already. That's crazy. New York's Leiter suffers a sprained ankle. He's got a boo-boo. Let's take a look at transactions. Okay. Lots of people retiring here. Ray Durham had a 20-game hitting streak come to an end for Kansas City. He was traded over there. And he's been a catalyst. He continues to hit well. And then we have Scott Ellerton for Houston. He's going to miss a start. And then we know about the Al Leiter missing a couple of weeks. He has not been pitching well, and they're in last place. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. Perhaps hit the hype button if there is one that exists. I don't know why some people get it and other people don't. But if you could spare a hype it up. Brian Anderson, great job. 6 innings of work. He's 7-2. Who would have thunk it? The bullpen. I mean, there was no way they were not going to give up runs. I feel bad. It just had to happen that way, unfortunately. Ken Carlyle will take the loss. He's 4-8. That was GALARRAGA's 23rd home run. That's what I was stumbling on there at the end. I wanted to know how many home runs he had. I couldn't pull it up. It was too late. Player of the game is absolutely Travis Lee. 4 for 4. 3 runs scored, 2 RBI. He had a home run. Just a triple shy of the cycle. That would have been kind of cool. It was his 9th home run of the season. So, okay, well, tomorrow it's only 2001 videos, but we'll come back and do it. Until then, everyone, have a great day.